Well, I'm gonna make a bolo tie for a western wedding coming up. Got the string stuff here, got the tips that go on the end of it, got the little clasp, and got some Cocobolo wood, so it's gonna be a Cocobolo bolo. I'm gonna cut out this Cocobolo wood, kind of a oval, like football shaped thing. This is 1/4 inch Cocobolo. This is some 220 here on a board. It's already pretty smooth. Hard to hold on to. This is some 320. Yeah, this is like some 600. Pretty slick and almost can't hold on to it. Now I'm thinking to mount this to the clasp, which has a hole in the middle. I'm thinking of, this is a 1/4 inch down, thinking of just barely drilling a little bit of a 1/4 inch hole, epoxy a piece of this in, just leave it stick out enough then to sand it a little bit and go into this hole on this clasp here. So in there just a little bit, epoxy it, cut it to the right length, sand the edges a little bit so it just goes into this hole a little bit, and then I'll epoxy it from in that hole from the back side. That should do it, I hope. Okay, I gotta kind of put a little bit of a point on there and sand it down just enough to where it can go into that hole. Pretty good. It's just going in that hole. Now I gotta figure out the length of it and figure out a way to cut this without cutting my finger off and losing that little piece. Not going to be very long. Okay, to go through the clasp and into the shallow hole I have in the Cocobolo, it's got to be about 13/64, so almost 7/30 seconds. 7/30 seconds. Woo! There it goes! I think I got it in the shot, but there it is. Pretty small. Here next to my little finger. Alright, let that set up. 5 minutes should be set up, but I'll let it sit a little longer than that, and we'll put some oil on that Cocobolo. Well, I'll tell you, I got one end fed through the clasp here, but wow, that is hard to do. It is a tight fit. Once you get it in there and through this hoop, I mean, it works pretty good, but see if this second one goes any better. I kind of had to just smash it and then roll it to get it small enough, and then kind of poke my Duresta ice pick in it and drag it through. Okay, I got the other one through. I ended up using a small screwdriver, kind of poke it through a little more, and then finally was able to grab it with my fingers, pull it through. Now I'm letting this kind of in front of the heater here, hang with a little weight on it, kind of straighten these strings out. They were a little stiff, and to soften them up. Let that hang for a little while, then I'll start putting some tongue oil on this Cocobolo here. Sanded it pretty smooth, so it should come out pretty nice. So do that, probably 2-3 coats, depends on how I want it to shine, and then we'll I'm thinking epoxy the tips on right here. These little silver tips, will probably epoxy those. Just put a drop of epoxy in there and stick the cord in there, and that should finish it off. I had trouble with the Cocobolo bolo tie because every time I put the tongue oil on, I would work on something in the shop, forget about it, get sawdust all over it, and plus the tongue oil I think was old and it just seemed to never set up. So I steel wooled it back down and I put a coat of this spray on it. So let's go take a look at it. Sprayed it outside because it's a nice day out, and I can't tell if you guys how well you can see that, but I think that's going to do the trick, and it's away from the sawdust, so I didn't do that to it again. The sun just went behind a cloud, but it's looking pretty good. Okay, I just put a little dab of epoxy on the tip of the rope things and twisted them into the tip, so we'll see how that does. Next step is just try it on and model it if the tips stay connected. And there's the completed Cocobolo bolo tie. Tips got epoxied on yesterday, and I'll have a finishing shot of me wearing it. How was that grab you, huh? Hopefully you can, that grain on that Cocobolo is coming through. Pretty sweet. It was fun.